Hey.
Yo.
Hello.
This is our friends.
Mine, it's like 5.
Our only fan.
Only fan. Ooh.
Yes.
I'm
We're
circle
sad.
clapping.
I'm still
Round
trying
of
to.
applause.
It's ending, so we're sad a bit.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, we do have friends. Hopefully, they are double checking our stream. Yeah.
We have Dina, we have Del.
Oh,
Just call me John.
CEO.
Yo.
hindi ka marinig, JB. Ikaw ang hindi marinig.
What?
Oh no.
Audio.
Oh no.
Hi.
Testing.
Hello, hello?
Hello. Ayan, I should be heard in about 10 seconds because that's the delay from the stream to live.
Oh.
Yes. So, lahat ng live stream, hindi naman siya live na live talaga. There's usually a 10 to 30-second delay depending on your internet connection and your settings. But anyway, live na live again. Welcome everyone tonight. This is Exalted season finale for Level Up. And together I have Gio, Nina, Ivel, and John for this gaming session. And of course we have Jay, our master
Hello.
dungeon master. Master dungeon master.
Master Dungeon. Okay
our
lang yun.
our
Okay.
master
Our
DM.
GM.
Our
Our
GM.
GM.
All right. So I will stop talking now and throw it to Jay. Take it away.
Great. So, thank you for joining us again. I'm glad that the entire team is here. When we last left off, our heroes were in the midst of a rather tricky sort of situation as they were infiltrating a what do you call this? A birthday party for a very, very special princess
Very
in
social.
the city of Cheruscuro. And at this point, everyone had their own respective plans to try and stop the three Death Knights that were involved in a cunning attempt to try and steal an artifact that belonged to the princess. These three opponents, the tall, dark, dead, and handsome Death Knight known as the what is the I forgot his full name. Ang haba kasi. Uh, anyway,
Ash?
so
Ashton
Ash, we'll
something.
go with his. Yeah, we'll go with his short names. With Ash, and then there's Sorrowful Prince, who is currently chatting up the said princess, who is being um, blocked essentially by Balmong, our monk. And the last one, Silent Lucidity, who is currently outside engaged in some sort of secret shenanigans. As Akka, who is played by Belle, stumbles into this clandestine meeting. And yeah, we'll see how our heroes manage to turn this one around, given that they're stuck in a rather interesting situation, given that the god of war for the South has made a pledge to enforce that no violence shall be done in the party, in respect to the princess's 16th birthday. So we'll cut very quickly right now to Akka who is outside. Initially, she was outside thanks to the God of
Boredom.
Wars. Yeah, the God of War down here. Like, you know what? You look mighty bored. But I heard about what you did in the race, and I like what you did. I like the cut of your jib. So let's go. No, so he tells you where to find the stables, and on your way there, you catch sight of Lucy, whose mask has basically transformed and opened up to reveal that there's a glass mirror-like surface underneath it, and it seems to be showing the souls of the deceased loved ones of Papa John. So you can't hear what they're talking about. You're a little bit far from for that,
Don't I have my
but
reaching?
yes, you do. So I remember that you also said that you were gonna leave the party grounds to look for your
Yeah, I believe.
yeah,
Yeah, I
your
believe I
stuff.
was outside. That's how
Yes,
came to see the.
yes, that's right. So that means both of you are essentially in line of sight, so to speak.
Mhm.
Lucy doesn't seem to have noticed you guys. She seems a little bit preoccupied on this projection thing that she's currently doing. And I wanted to ask what either of you are doing to the situation.
Hmm.
Can I know more of what's happening?
Sure. Is there anything in particular that you want to like get closer? You
Ah,
know,
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
remember now
like
what I was gonna do.
listen in and see if I can get any info.
right?
I
Okay.
remember now. I was gonna leave it to Papa John.
Okay.
Leave it to
So,
Papa John.
Mhm.
Vel, could you go
My side.
ahead and um, let's see.
I have perfect investigation?
Oh
Question
wow.
mark?
Okay, you have perfect investigation. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that came in really handy. Okay. Okay, so for perfect investigation, essentially all you have to do is spend one mote of your essence pool, and then you automatically succeed. So you don't have to roll anything. That's
Awesome.
why it's a perfect investigation. So as you get closer,
Awesome.
you realize that while Papa John is entranced by whatever vision they're seeing, you realize that there is a trick to it, and the mask seems to be projecting what he wants to see. So it's not really a true conversation with the dead, but it's just a way for her to essentially hypnotize him into seeing something that he wants to.
Hmm.
It's an interesting little contraption that she has on, but you reckon you could interrupt it.
Oh, what do I punch it out of her?
It's up to you. But essentially, it seems
The
to
first thing.
require concentration for the user. So yeah, you could if you want to do. That's certainly nobody's stopping you from resorting to the first order of business in our martial arts
I don't know
gear.
why, but like, yung naisip ko in
Mm,
my head, I'm like,
go
alam
lang.
mo yung takip ng trash can in the
Okay.
US?
Yeah.
Yung metal one. And then
Yeah.
just clang it like that.
Okay.
You don't
Yeah.
quite find like lids of trash cans, but you do find I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with how they have like very large circular serving trays in the Middle East.
Yeah!
Yes.
Yes. So find a couple of those. So
Like,
imagine if you will, a minor, considering that Aka is a child, carrying two of those and walking closer. This is in full view of Pizza, by the way, who has come to realize that something is going to happen very quickly.
Oh
Um,
no.
Let's
and
do it.
unceremoniously she smashes them together, um breaking the hypnosis as John staggers backwards, dazed and confused, and the mask itself collapses back into its casing. So it kind of looks like you know how the wing case of a beetle would fold
Ooh.
back into, so it snaps shut, and she whirls towards you. um and despite the fact that she moves like a puppet, like a mannequin, you can tell from her body language that she is pissed. So, um, yeah, at this point, I'd actually like to ask both of you to make an initiative check. So
Sure.
I think you guys
Combat
have initiative
kagad.
scores. Yeah.
Hey, okay. Initiative? Let me check.
If ever naman,
In
inside pizza is
how
there,
do we
right?
do initiative?
Yeah, how
Yeah,
do you
for
do that?
initiative, that would be. Hold on, just pull it up.
We haven't
Has
really
been a
done
while.
much on initiative since the first session.
It's true. Okay, hold on. Let me pull up a character sheet. It should be there.
Social combat?
Not, I don't think
Mm,
it is social
no,
combat.
no, no. It's not social combat.
Oh.
Initiative is you roll your awareness.
There, okay, yeah, roll
Yeah, you
awareness.
see it in the
Perfect.
combat rules.
I
I
have 4 in night.
Yeah.
Okay.
does my
So
reaching awareness make me any more get me any
4d6?
more stuff?
Tama ba?
Reaching awareness. No, not in this case.
Okay,
So
let me
just
check.
go ahead and roll your standard awareness.
5d6. Come on. Yay. 4.
Wow,
4 and 3.
4 and 3.
nice. Okay.
Nice.
Knuckles, I'm in danger.
Tama ba they're outside, right?
I'm
They're...
in
Yep, they're outside.
danger.
All right.
Sige,
Let's
just in
see how.
case may combat sa loob, at least may kasama pa rin ako.
Wait, we can't
Okay.
fight, right? Because
No, you're
the
outside. You
guy.
should
We're
be
You're
safe.
outside.
outside. We're fine.
Outside. So
Only it's
legally,
limited only
yeah.
inside the park.
Yeah. So from a legalistic standpoint, you guys are safe.
See,
Hmm.
Yeah. So
the
who?
loophole is it's in the at the party.
Yes. So just don't let Lucy run inside. You should be fine.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
okay. So we have a 4. Pizza goes first.
Okay. See, what is she doing right now? She's running. She's floating towards us, right? Because she doesn't actually run.
She's looking
Uh,
at me.
yeah. She whirls around to look at Vel. Clearly like more than annoyed, and yeah, she hasn't noticed Pizza yet. So her full attention is focused on Aka at this point, as she drops into what you appears to be a fighting stance. So it doesn't look like she's gonna let this one slide.
I say it looks like I mutter to myself. It looks like we're not gonna get out of this without fighting. So what I do is parang I'm just gonna get my so oh wait, I have magic, I have melee perfect. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is parang I'll use, is it possible like in this time I conjure up like a blade on top of my, like currently like a staff, like I'm gonna put some like ice, I'm gonna basically put ice on my staff right now and turn it into
A
spear.
blade. Yeah.
Yeah, a spear.
Okay. Yeah.
And then
Sure.
I'm catching her off guard. I parang flash. I, since I'm like right out of her
Field of vision.
or
Yeah.
something, like
Yeah.
I slash down at her as she tries
Okay.
go after Aka. I'm
Sure.
gonna use
Sounds good.
perfect melee if ever.
Okay. You got to use perfect melee. Okay, so that automatically gives you 1 success towards melee attack.
Mhm.
She doesn't quite have. Let's see, ability plus damage beating zones. Okay, so she doesn't quite have perfect awareness to catch you. So yeah, so Pizza goes ahead. You take out your staff, you twirl it, you grab some water, pour it, and turn it into a spear. Um, you jump over and smash right into her. And at this point, she's become aware that there's 2 of you already, and she tries to defend herself as best as she can. Her hands turning into what do you call this? Her gloves basically extending to reveal that there are actually multiple tiny claws that shoot out of them.
Whew.
Yeah, so right now she's busy defending herself as you attack, and that gives Aka her chance to make a move.
I don't make a roll.
Nope,
Okay.
you rolled one success attack on her already, so you
Okay.
actually deal damage equal to your weapon. I believe your weapon counts as a what do you call this?
Um,
Heavy weapon, siya, no? Light weapon. So plus
I
one
no.
with a staff. So yeah, yeah, she's taken one point of damage for this one. But
Okay.
automatic shadow, so you don't have to roll for anything. Just deal 1 point of damage because you know it's technically
Awesome.
yeah. So it's Aka's turn. Yeah. So you know you're still holding the no if you still plan to use them.
Actually, yeah, I was thinking of okay, so in my head, I'm like,
Mhm.
wait, I have a skill. I have supernatural athletics.
Okay.
So I wanna jump on her shoulder.
Okay.
But I jump and then now I'm like standing on her shoulder and then I sit and then I just
Mm-hmm.
clank the thing on her head and try to yank the mask off. Is that something that I can do?
Okay.
Or am I
Yes.
gonna die?
No, it's actually something you can do. You can go ahead and roll your athletics.
Okay.
Because you described it in a cinematic fashion, I'm gonna give you an extra 2 dice
Yeah.
for that one. Again, it's all getting extra dice to roll when you describe uh, your actions well. So that's really good and definitely in character for Aka, who's a kid. So
So 6 because I
tama naman.
have
So you
4.
yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So you add more dice. Oh, very nice. 23 successes, and she will attempt to defend herself. While already fending off a person with an ice spear, so doesn't exactly have her full dice pool for this one. Okay, so that's two. You make it. All right.
Goals.
So yeah, you leap over her shoulders, uh, drop down. Ruining her elegant silhouette with your crass, and you clunk the side of her head with one of the trays before you grab hold of the filigree that covers her mask and try to rip it off. Okay.
Panira talaga, no?
I'm so sorry.
I don't think you
So
should be
sorry for what?
apologizing. I don't think
You
you should
should
be
be
apologizing at this
apologizing to
point. This is
her.
pretty
Don't
good.
apologize to her. She's the enemy.
There are enemies.
I
Kalaban natin.
mean, bonk.
No fancy speeches here. It's like clogs grabbing neck. Okay. Can you go ahead and make your athletics roll for that one
Okay.
to see if you can dislodge the artifact?
Okay.
Three.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's good. Okay. So you grab the mask and you brace yourself on her shoulders essentially. You plant your feet on her shoulders again as you yank it as hard as you can, pulling with your knees and your shoulder and
Mm-hmm.
your back. Before you feel it rip off her head and
Ooh.
you jump backwards. The mask comes off and reveals that her face is a skull. She doesn't actually have flesh on her features. It's just a skull. And you're holding the mask now. Okay, so you land about say 2-3 meters behind her, holding onto the mask, and you take a tiny Jackie Chan moment to look inside to check if there's a face that's stuck to it. Thankfully, no. It's just the helmet. So yeah, okay. So it's her turn. She's currently being assaulted by a man with an ice spear, and some brat
Mhm.
just stole her helmet. So um, okay, okay. So what she does is she um she crosses her arms in front of her as she glides backwards to try and get some distance between herself and your spear. And in doing so, she begins to um, switch into a series of mudras, hand hand gestures, as she begins to cast the spell.
No.
And
She
Cool.
pulled the Naruto.
Bigyan Sama.
The quick hands used like in sa Naruto.
that's horrible. Okay, so I roll nothing. Anyway, what the heck? Okay, so she glides backwards, tries to cast a spell to while putting some distance between the two of you. When she lands and slips on the other forgotten tray that Aka had left on the ground, ruining her concentration for this action. Which means that you guys essentially get a free round. Gio, it's your turn again. What is this?
Aye.
This
So
dice roller
so
hates me.
her her face is now revealed with
To
really
be a
no face.
skull. Yeah.
No, really, there's no face.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Hmm. Oh, I tried to call out to Papa John to see if he can help us. He's also
Okay.
nearby, right?
Yes, he's shaking off the effects of the hypnosis, but he is
Yes, yes.
nearby. He'll probably
So
respond to you.
so I tried to call out to him, Papa John.
He
But
looks like
I tried to snap at
boss.
him.
Yeah,
Help,
yeah, boss. What is it?
we need some help. Can you hold her down? This is a dangerous person, as you can see. Call. Yeah. So
He yeah.
I call out. I tried to call out to him in this. Or is that my action?
No, no, man. It's a free action. Technically, talking is
Hi.
a free action, so that's fine.
Alright. So I do that, and then while I do that, I'm spear in hand. Hmm. Uh. You know what? Just I'll try and do. What I do is with the spear, I kind of turn it back into water and kind of make it into a whip.
Okay.
And then what I do is I try to aim it at her feet to parang trip her up. And oh
Hmm.
wait, she doesn't have feet, right? I aim it at her torso and try to just parang keep her
Off
from
balance.
getting to Aka. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'll try
Okay.
to keep her from Aka.
Okay. Okay. So go ahead and make a roll for that. She will attempt
Uh,
to try and dodge.
what kind of role is that?
That would be your standard attack roll. So that would be your ability melee.
A melee? Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, 3D.
Unless you
It's
have like martial arts, you go ahead and pick which one's
no, I
appropriate.
don't really have. I mean, they're all the same.
Okay.
3D. Nothing.
Okay. So you make a swipe at her, and she manages to spin out of the way from the water whip that you had. Um, John looks at you and he's like, Papa John looks at you and like, okay, I'll try to keep her busy. Um, he whips out a pair of knives that he's had squirreled away in his person, um, and starts running to try and flank her to make sure that she's busy fighting two of you. And next action is Aka's. So Aka is now holding onto the helmet, and you see that Pizza is currently fighting Lucy. So what is your action?
What would action? Because I'm kind of tempted to wear the
Yeah,
helmet. Not
I
gonna lie.
failed. I failed to try and keep her still with my water whip.
Mm-mm.
So she's near me now.
Not
No.
not near you, but she's free to pursue you.
Okay. Because I kind of really want to wear the mask.
It's up to you. You can.
Oh, you can try it
Yeah,
No one's
later
gonna stop
on.
you.
Okay. I will wear the mask. And if
Okay.
I still have my consciousness, I will run back inside. Is that something that I can do?
Okay. So you put on the mask slash helmet thing. But to make that happen, I'm gonna ask you to spend one mote of essence because it is an exalted artifact. So
Uh-huh.
it can only be worn by people which have essence, thankfully, like yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So as you infuse your essence into it, you almost see parts of it like unlock to make
Oh.
it easier to wear. You put it on your head, and the thing snaps closed, like a trap around your head. So
Oh.
you're a child wearing an adult sized helmet. Um,
Oh
and it's a little heavy on your head as you start running. And I mean, you're just lopsided. As you begin sprinting into the party.
no. It's amazing.
it is.
So you jump through the double doors back into the party grounds,
Hmm.
wearing what is obviously Lucy's helmet, like standing by the doors. And at
Hello.
this point, some of the people in the party are like, "What is happening?"
Say, did that attract a lot of attention?
It did, and the God of War is actually laughing uproariously at this. Um, so at this point, um, I won't be jumping to the other characters yet. We'll resolve the combat outside first. But what do you call this? Tsun Tsun does notice that Ash is um, already making his way outside to where Aka came from.
Ooh, okay.
He's actually heading towards Aka. And Balmung sees an opportunity as the Silver Prince loses his focus on the conversation. So we'll get back on that later. So meanwhile, ayan, so magpasalamat kayo kay Aka. She actually broke the stalemate.
You're welcome,
Nice.
guys.
By wearing someone else's helmets.
My childlike innocence.
Are
Mm.
we
And
are we
and
reliving
mischief.
an ancient episode of The Mask? Joke lang.
Yeah, that's why
Okay,
I was thinking about my consciousness and like, is it gonna make me crazy? Am I gonna
right.
go rogue?
Turn you green.
So
Smoking.
meanwhile, back outside, Pizza and John are still fighting. Um, Lucy, who is trying to cast a spell again. Okay, spend essence fit now. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. So 3 successes. Okay. So Pizza, you see her move back and away, trying to keep her
Mhm.
distance from you and John at the same time.
Mhm.
And she finishes casting the spell that she started a while ago.
Oh,
And
I just want to
hmm,
be sure which genre again.
sorry, Papa John.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, because he's trying to flank it.
Fallen
So
Branch is still inside, diba?
yeah, Branch is still inside. Fallen Branch is inside, and like watching all of this unfold. She will get back to you in a bit.
So
So
calm.
okay, so from underneath her skirt, the shadows underneath her skirt extend outward and erupt into tentacles,
Oh no.
and they each take a swipe at you and Papa John each. So can you go ahead and make a dodge roll? And you're going up against the 3 successes she rolled for that one.
Me,
Yep.
Wow, 3 successes.
Oh.
5d6. One.
One. Okay. So you try and dodge. You're able to cut and smash through a couple of uh the tentacles, but the others manage to um, transform into hardened spikes as they puncture like part of your clothing and as they flesh wounds, and you take 2 damage. Do you have any other armor on you by any chance? Because if you do,
No.
you can take off.
No. 2 damage.
Yeah. So you mark off 2 boxes of your health.
Yep. Done.
Okay. Right. On the other hand, I'm rolling for Papa John. He's going to try and get away from that, but he only has 3d6. He has one. He takes 2 damage as well. Also snagging him and pinning him against one of the posts in the garden. And when Lucy speaks, her face doesn't move. Obviously, her jaw doesn't go up and down like a horrible marionette. But she speaks to you. You can hear her, but you don't know exactly how she does it. But she says that anything you'll do right now is not going to amount to anything. Once we have the peace, then we will have won.
I see.
Okay, so now I'll shift out to the party first. So
Right.
yeah, at this point the party is a little bit interrupted because of all of this. Yeah, so there's a bit of confusion. Actually, not a bit. There's a lot of confusion. As this child barges into the party wearing the helmet of Lucy, who was just a while ago gracing the party with her presence. So just very quickly, since I'm not rolling for initiative yet on this, what is everyone in the party doing?
Um, we last left off me. It was my turn to speak because
Yes, it
nagsalita
was
si
Prince. Yeah.
Prince.
Friend.
He was saying
Yep.
na alliance. If the alliance is what you want, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. So basically,
Yes.
he was pivoting it in such a way that all I am in it for is the business. He is
Yes.
in it for love. But then you said he got distracted because of what happened.
Yes. Right. Then he got distracted. So now it's your now. He doesn't get to follow up.
Yep. So in my case, what I do is while I noticed that he is distracted, so I
Mhm.
directly talked to the princess and
Okay.
said, "But my dear, I don't want to do this without you. Um, the only motivation that I want for this alliance is you. I want
Okay.
us to be equals ruling as king and queen." Basically, that's basically siya na nakausap
Okay.
ko. I try to be as romantic as possible
Mhm.
in my dialogue. But basically, what I try to say is that I can't do this without you. You are my motivation. You are the reason that I'm here.
You are
Okay.
my
Mapa.
Okay. So if that's the case, I'd like to roll your performance.
Yes.
This
Active
looks
pa
like
ba
we're gonna
yung
turn it. Hmm.
active pa ba yung last na ano? Uh, kasi I had wait let me just pull it up. Last time I had uh my social my social combat up
Yeah.
and performance, presence, and linguistics. So we are going to roll for performance. Do
Yes.
I get
Performance.
additional dots pa din ba from the
Martial art. Yes.
martial
So
arts?
you get
So
3 more dice.
okay. So roll 8. Kung mag-fail
All
pa
right.
to, ewan ko na lang.
Oh, pucha. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Let's do this. Come on, RNG. Yes.
Yun! Oh my gosh, ang dami. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Wow.
9. Oh my gosh. That is
Super
a lot. 1,
successful.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 successes. Okay. So you turn on the charm literally with your divine powers, and the light hits you just the right way. The change of music from the orchestra just happens to be one that's in line, and with everybody looking away, there's this sense of intimacy between you and the princess, um in the moment as she loses herself, thanks to your godly presence. And Balmung, the not so penniless monk, is propositioning the princess at this point with a 9 success thing. And Prince is going to try and counter that as best as he can with a roll of his own. Um, so, overwhelming.
It's that he's distracted.
Yeah, he was distracted, so he takes penalties.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, not
Nice.
enough. High, but not enough. So he tries to like win attention back, but he fails. Like everything has just perfectly fallen for your favor. And he realizes that this conversation has become very lopsided in your favor. So um switching over to what do you call this?
Sun Sun.
Tsun and what do you call this? Tsun and Fallen Branch. Um, both of you are aware that Ash is making a beeline straight towards Akka. And given that how things are going, you're pretty sure he's not going to care about the God of War at this point. So Akka might be in trouble. So what are either of you doing?
Oh no.
Oh no.
I am dead.
I am also beelining
Okay,
towards Akka
okay, yeah.
because she our little
Uh,
girl.
Ash
Yeah,
catches your
girl.
eye as he does so. Um, and in a, I guess, characteristic uh, what do you call this move from him, at least from how you remembered him. You see him activate a charm as he rushes Aka with intent to kill. So,
Okay.
Are they still at the party?
yes, they are.
Trying to fight? What about the God of War?
Yeah, he's gonna get triggered.
Okay. Wait. Okay. Wait, may intent to kill siya. So, I have intent to, like, I don't know, throw something at him. I have multiple throw.
Intent to throw something.
What if wait, what
What
if
is it with the mamaya may trainer naman?
what if you throw something and pretend that it was an accident?
I tripped.
Pwede.
I tripped. Oh,
Oops.
oops. I did not intend to.
Like, is there like a pot of hot tea somewhere that I can like pretend to carry that? Ah!
I don't know. He's using a charm, so he's almost teleporting to her. So it's
He's
not
almost
exactly.
teleporting.
Yes. So he's clearly using supernatural means to cross the
I
distance.
have kunais that I can
Okay.
throw,
Okay.
pero more of like immobilize him.
Okay. Sige, that's
Gina.
fair. I'll let that count as not quite a fight yet, because
Okay.
your intent was to immobilize. So you can go ahead and make that action. Go ahead and roll your throne.
Throne.
Do you have any charms that can help
I don't. I
boost
don't have
that by
any
any chance?
charm. Oh, it's multiple throne.
Oh, okay, better.
So you can throw
That means
multiple.
that you can hit multiple targets.
Can I hit like multiple parts of his robe or whatever? So it's like
Yeah,
that part
parang
that
Sure.
ganon.
spins
Sure.
down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and make a roll then.
Okay.
So it's one of those things that you take out one kunai and then suddenly fans open into six.
It's 3d6. Or do I add anything? No. Do I add anything?
I don't know. Do you have anything else?
No,
Describe how you do it in the most
Wait, what are you
fanciful way.
throwing? Fork?
I go like
Throwing knives.
Would have been fun if she threw. You're at the party. Would have been funny if you're throwing peanut.
or yung parang hindi mag-draw pa ng attention.
Ay,
So,
di,
it's like,
yun, under her,
oo. So I do that. Oh gosh,
Oh
I
my
hope
gosh.
Oh no!
Isn't
No!
isn't that the blue Raja
The blue
from
Raja. Like one
from
success.
Mystery Men?
Oh, hi.
oh,
Throws cutlery.
You even throwing
Um,
from behind your.
from behind
the blue Raja. Okay, so one success. Let's see if it hits him, or if he manages to get through.
Ugh, so hopefully not. I want to. We have to save Aka.
That's his.
She's a
let's roll.
child.
He's a child.
Just like
Dice
I'm
roller
looking at
hits
the-
me. 1, 2, 3, and then actually no. 1, 2, 3, 4.
3, 4.
Okay. So no, you miss.
Oh no!
And Ash plows straight into um
Aka.
Aka. Yeah. At this point, I'm letting Branch interrupt if ever.
Hindi na pinatay, di ba? I got merciful pa.
Hey,
I'm like actually at this point I would like to call the attention of si Alat.
Okay.
sea salt.
That's
Salty.
my
The salty God of War. Alat.
Alat.
So
Yes, the sound.
yeah, you call his attention, all right? And he's like, "What is it, little man?"
Little
Ah. I just
He's
turned
a
and
scholar. It doesn't quite look like the Indiana Jones type.
no,
Right.
that's true. That's true. Like, I gesture towards the child.
Like someone is
Parang tatay ka ganun.
like there.
Just pointing at him.
Seems to be,
Wait,
there seems to be some problems.
there seems to be an altercation. Cut to Ash grabbing Aka by the head and smashing her against the wall.
It's like yes,
Indeed.
it seems. I think
Let me
someone
go ahead and
seems
make
to
that
have
roll first.
a head for herself. Anyway,
But
yeah.
she's wearing a helmet.
You're wearing a
naman.
helmet, so safety gear, safety gear.
Yeah, but it's a helmet not made for her head.
So she gets rattled inside.
Dazed and
It's like a bell.
It's a bell.
It's a bell.
I see what you did there.
11 successes.
My gosh. 11
Aka,
successes.
Please roll your
Yeah.
dodge. Please dodge. Please dodge as hard as you can.
Oh my god.
Dodge as hard as you.
Grabe yung
Dodge as
11.
hard as you can.
Can I not use like survival or resistance?
Unfortunately, no. But if you have like
Okay.
some sort of
No, it's the same anyway.
Mhm.
Oof.
3 versus 11.
Okay. So that's 8 over. So
I am
that
dead.
you mean you take 1, 2.
Wala bang protection yung additional defense?
Yeah, the helmet actually protects her a little bit, but she's unconscious.
I thought so.
I'm dead.
Yeah, so
Unconscious, not dead.
yeah. So Ash,
Help me.
Ash rushes you. You feel his fingers dig into the filigree of the helmet you're holding, and he yanks you and smashes you so that your head is actually buried into the wall.
Mhm.
So if you can imagine, you're arched backwards with your head like head first into the wall. At this point, your limbs grow slack, and Tsum Tsum panics at the sight of this. And
A child
lot-
that died in.
and at this point, you hear a lot like shout, "Now we have a party!" Starts running
Oh
towards
my goodness, he wanted this to happen. I hate
Mm,
It's a God of War.
He's
What's
God.
He is the God of War.
He is the god of
Yeah,
war.
but
also.
he's supposed to be
I can't
stopping the
really
fights in this
I
part.
can't blame him. I mean, I took the mask. I wanted it.
you tore
but
off the
asking
first.
for it.
your
Asking for
Yeah,
it.
but your sacrifice has paid off.
I yeah, I'm a
Balmung
team
is
player.
thankful for your unconsciousness. I don't know.
Branch, help me.
Si Brad just like,
Please.
who you?
He's
Uyo.
like sipping. Yes, yes.
You
I'm
too.
showing someone a good time. I'll not.
Teacher
I'll.
fighting.
Teacher.
Teacher oh fighting. Okay.
Not in
Sorry.
proper
ano yun, naughty,
Naughty.
noisy.
Okay,
not in
outside.
proper seat.
If
Please,
we go
someone
back to
super.
Pizza, who is still currently not quite impaled but injured by Lucy, and it is your turn. So, what are you doing?
So, well, I'm. What do you say? Yeah,
You've been injured. You
you've
have
been
a couple of
injured.
these shadow
What?
spikes.
How about Papa John? Is he okay?
Papa
Sinong
John is
ganun
hit.
Lola
Yes, he's taking
Remedios?
damage. He's taking like
I'm
three
still.
damage.
So I'm still with Lucy now. Hmm.
Yes. Although you hear there's some sort of commotion happening behind you, but you're not sure.
I can't really think about that commotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do with Lucy. The shadow spikes are pinning me down.
Mhm.
It. Uh, yeah, can I try? I wanna try and. Well, I have to try and break them.
Okay.
So I'll try and break them so I can get out. Kind of break them
Okay.
off, or
Sure.
so I'll try and pull them by doing. So yeah, I'm trying to pull it out.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
All right.
Do I
So
need to roll?
no, you don't. Thankfully, it's not like she has any further control of them after she's turned them into spikes. So you pull them out. You know that's you're gonna have to pay attention to the bleeding from those later. But for now, the bigger problem is that if between the two of you, Papa Chan is not gonna make it if she keeps up this attack. So what are you doing?
Run to the stables.
All right. So I can always protect. Papa John is injured. I can always say. I can get him to run towards one of our other animals. Maybe
Hmm.
he can get them to help him patch up. I
Yeah.
will be the one to handle Lucy. However,
Okay.
so yeah, as I tell him to run away, I can handle.
Okay.
I'll be the one to keep her.
Right.
Uh,
He nods. You know, he's also pulling himself free from the shadow spikes, and he starts hobbling his way towards the party to look for the rest of your people.
Hmm.
And at this point, Lucy is like staring you down. Her head
Just a
is like
skull, no?
this. Yeah, her
Can she
her
still
skull
speak to
head
me?
is like, hmm?
Can she even
No,
still
she
speak? No lips.
she can. You just hear her. You don't know how the heck she's actually vocalizing. But you do hear her. And you like her head is like cocked slightly to one side like a broken doll.
Nakakadiri yung mga nakaganon.
Bakit naman ganun? Ugh.
If I have a random
Sorry, I
question,
run a lot of
sorry.
horror games.
If
Oh,
like
okay.
you try to behead her, will she still be
Alive?
alive? Yeah, because
Well, technically, she's already
no
dead.
skin.
It's
Yeah,
for us
technically she's
Yeah,
already
right
dead.
that's
now.
what I'm thinking too.
Let's see.
Who wants to murder the undead
I
woman?
want to use a magic, but it says it takes 2 turns to.
I'm
Oh.
unconscious. I cannot.
Uh,
I'm actually
Sige.
just trying to look for my stats again. Lost my.
Alright, alright, let me try. Am I right next to Lucy?
You're about say 3 meters away, 9 feet, 9-ish feet.
So, tama-tama yung
So
social
that's-
distancing.
Okay, so
Social
Okay, hindi niya kailangan
I'm
ng
not
face
within
shield.
touch range.
Kinuha yung face shield, ninakaw.
Halina ko yung face shield. Sorry, bagal na.
I want to try casting some some sorcery.
Okay, sure.
Alright, so it'll be it'll be as on site range magic. So that's
Yeah. Okay.
one mode. I'm gonna see if I can make it the one turn to shake. That's only
One turn to
three.
cast. Okay.
Yeah, so I can use 3 M's.
All right.
So yeah, one so one range.
Okay.
Yeah, so the sight range, so that's 1 M.
Mm-hmm.
I want it to target one object with Lucy.
Okay. Yeah. So no problem.
I'll make it last for 1 hour. I'll make it instant,
Okay.
and let's make it 4 power.
Okay. Go ahead.
So what? Yeah. So what I try to do is parang as Papa John kind of hobbles back into the park,
Mhm.
I try to amass some magic from all wherever I can. And you can see all this energy forming around at my palms
Mhm.
as I try to condense it, and in a way, parang I think I'm basically describing a
Kamehameha.
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 Yeah. But
Kamehameha.
as I try to condense it, parang I try to direct it towards front of in a way. Yeah, so parang I force it towards Lucy.
Okay.
Yeah, so as it's heading towards her, you can just see all the swirling energies as it
You
Right.
shall not
displays.
pass.
As you can see it, you can see even the wind and dust parang following in a trail behind it.
Oh, tapos pag
Okay,
So
sagi
like
mo-
in a spiral. Think of it like if you watch the yung Shaolin soccer, yung
Oh,
final
yeah,
scene,
yeah.
the one where the wind is just following that
Yes.
ball.
Give it
Yeah.
a line.
Wow.
Give it a line, Gio. Give a line. Like
I'm not good with lines.
something like "You shall not pass" or something. I don't know.
You get 2 additional dice for
Sticks
Yeah.
and
the stun.
stones
Yes.
will
Um,
break
What
bones.
two additional dice though, but how much do I actually roll? Is it
It's
my
your
occult,
occult.
right? My twilight.
Yes. Occult, yes.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
roll the Twilight.
So 4 dice plus
At
3
least
I
wala
roll.
sa description yung ano. Anyway.
6 these. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Yeah. 4 successes. Okay, good. Um so that's a power 4 na spell, no? Okay.
Mhm.
Let's see if she's able to defend herself
Dodge.
against it.
No.
Considering she's
No.
also a spellcaster.
Weaken yourself, ma'am.
Weaken yourself.
Yeah,
No
maybe she's
success.
weaker without her mask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe.
Ah,
Maybe.
she is
Yes,
indeed.
she is
Let's
I
indeed
roll
weak.
nothing.
Yeah.
Alam mo,
Oh.
I don't know what it is, but every time I run an end of
I said
a story
maybe.
arc, the dice roller hates me. Anyway, so yeah, she tries to stop. I'm going to steal a shot literally from that where she tries to defend herself, but the power overwhelms her until it becomes a silhouette and then
I love
fades
it.
into light. That means that she takes a full brunt of 4. Plus, how many successes did you roll over?
I
I
rolled
rolled.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, you rolled 4, no? And then I rolled nothing, so she wasn't able to defend herself at all. So you,
Ow.
yeah. So all your
Moreover,
extra
Have I
successes, 3
been
extra successes.
avenged?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you vaporize her, with your spell. She, in if in Dragon Ball they had this, that silhouette instead of fading away, it kind of tears apart when it becomes
that's
white.
all light. That's it's all white.
Impossible.
Oh no.
uh, so yeah, the blast fades and the textiles and everything around you is sun bleached by the exposure to the power of the sun that you've unleashed. Um, so it's like whatever expensive carpentry and the door there, it's like all ruined. Um,
Yikes.
but
Darn
there's
it.
evidence of the sheer amount of power you've unleashed. Unfortunately, now you're glowing like the sun. because you did use that many motes in one
Yeah.
go in one
Or
fight. So
3
You
modes.
can
yeah, your forehead already now has the mark of the what do you call this?
Yeah, the thing is, I
The
can't even subtle that.
yeah, you can't,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So yeah, at this point,
you have to run away.
the knife
Gio, go
case
to the
mark is in your
stables.
head.
No, I can't hide it even under anything.
You can't. It
Yes,
was
I'm
shining
on a
through
horse.
anything. So you're gonna have to make a beeline out of there, or you know, or turn the situation to your advantage. But I'll leave that to you to figure out on your next action. Um, okay, back to the party. Um, the princess and Balmo, the princess and the monk. The princess is utterly smitten by an 11 success. What the heck was that? Anyway, an 11 success attempt to
To her. I think it was 9, but
uh
yeah.
yeah, 9. 9 pala, sorry. 11 was the other one. 9 success. And you only need 5 successes for a dramatic success. Um so she throws her arms around you and says yes and drags you to her dad. So we'll talk about that in a bit.
Oh my
I
gosh.
For now, it is Tsun Tsun and Branch's turn.
Let's go.
I'm mostly just kind of watching people do their thing. No, 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 go for it.
What happened with
You
the no?
truly
So he doesn't do anything.
The
Sino?
combat god, si
Si
Alat.
Ash?
Yeah,
The
Alat?
that's
one
not
who's
good.
supposed to be
Alat is throwing himself. He's jumping into the fray. He's gonna start fighting Ash.
he
So
better.
he takes out an axe the size of a dinner table as he starts to
Oh my
it
goodness.
manifests in his hands as he leaps over to attack Ash. So
Well, he
that
is
leaves
war.
yeah,
A
he's the
god of
god of war. Yeah, so he's a god of war, the southern god of war. God of war na Mindanao. I don't know.
Hey y'all. Sorry,
So
southern
Duterte.
southern god of
the
war.
wrong, the wrong kind of southern.
Wrong
He's
kind of southern. Jesus Christ. Okay, so
Ma-
no, no.
Math
Malo.
good.
My goodness. Okay, sorry.
It's my kind of
Uh,
brawl.
hindi ka naman sarili ko.
Anyway,
So, okay, he jumps over to try and like fight Ash. At this point, the what do you call this? The brides of Alat, his honor guard, quickly make a circle around the place to basically keep the rest of the guests safe.
Okay.
Mhm.
So in that sense, he does fulfill his gift. Um, it's just that if it comes to having to stop the people who started the fight, then he'll do it himself. Tun Tun, is there
Hmm.
anything that you're doing?
What am
It's a
I
good
gonna?
question.
I feel like I wanna aid the God of War.
Pwede naman.
Like
Are
I
you
wanna
gonna
be like,
Abaddon him?
Pero siguro kailangan mo
that's not how
kausapin
you
yung God
aid
of War.
him.
no,
Kabidon.
how do I aid
Kabidon.
with the
Parang
cabinet?
Chun-Li, nakaganyan, tapos gaganap. Um,
Funny though.
What, I don't know. What's a John? Why aren't you doing anything?
Because I'm a scholar. We don't fight.
he's taking notes.
We literally know you fight.
Or he's like,
Do you?
I came here
We've
for
seen
the
you fight.
food.
Yeah, he has martial arts and a giant brush that he uses to beat
Fine,
people with.
fine.
We know
I
that you
came
fight.
here for the food.
I came here for the food and for the
I mean,
research.
I don't see this fight going on between the four.
Well,
Honestly though, if I were in your place, I would just wait for Alat to do his thing.
yun nga eh.
Mm.
Yeah. Wait, where is Aka again? Is she?
Her face
Aka
is in
is
the
on the wall
wall.
right now.
First,
Yeah.
her face is
Okay.
embedded in the wall. She's like
So
Hildebrand
I-
din, ano? FF.
So I go and look at how she's doing muna. Like, oh wait, I can like heal her.
Yes, she's unconscious.
She
Yeah,
is unconscious.
I have
Yeah,
holy medicine.
Please,
Okay, that's good. Go
be
ahead, make a roll that
nice.
medicine.
Sounds like a good idea.
Oh,
Why don't, yeah,
yeah,
I
that
can do
was
that. I will assist in medical
roll
operation.
How
for
dare you?
like
You had the chance
So
to
far,
save me, though.
and
Hello?
then we were like, we're gonna fight. Meanwhile,
Okay, two
Teacher
successes.
O.
Good.
Meanwhile, see, oh,
Teacher O
there's a
fighting.
fight, sir.
Okay,
There's a fight.
Branch, no.
so
I'm
Sun Sun,
summoning your
um,
sister.
while Ash
And this
is
is
otherwise
exactly
occupied
why.
fighting the Southern God of War, Sun Sun manages to make it over to where Aka is, and
I
you
love
you
Pinay.
dislodge her from the wall. Um, Amazed actually that this child could have survived such a blow. Um, and yeah, you use your like holy healing. Okay. Um,
I'm just, like watching this and I'm like, wow, she's
holy
got a heart.
medicine.
This
You
girl, she
rolled two
got
hard,
successes, right?
literal na hard-headed child.
Yes.
a heart.
Actually,
So since you rolled two successes, yeah, you stabilize Aka and you're able to sort of wake her up. You're up by like 2 health levels at this point, and are very very dazed. And at this point, the party is sort of evacuating as Alat is already fighting Ash.
I'm bringing a tray of hors d'oeuvres and I'm like, hors d'oeuvres.
And you're like,
What eating
Ah,
hors
it's like,
d'oeuvres?
as you're
you
watching
look
me
like you
heal
look like
Aka, you're
you
just
look
like,
like you need a snack. Healing requires food.
actually,
I
like
brought
in my, I'm thinking too, like I might actually want what John is holding. Yo, I'm
like,
so hungry now.
like she rises up and like
Be funny.
just
That's how she
grabs it.
recovers. She just has to eat.
Branch, give
Oh,
food.
That's how she
some
recovers health.
unfortunately, once Aka has the order in her hands, she realizes that the helmet has no area for it's this glass panel right in front of it.
Wait, she
Anyway,
doesn't know how to open it. Oh,
no,
or
she can open it,
even.
but if you open it, it just reveals the mirror. There's actually no
Hmm.
Oh
kind of for it. So
no.
you can look out of it, but unless you like stuff the order down the eye slit, I think it's not a bad idea. Um. Anyway, so okay,
well.
so with that, it's all down to the prince. So Sorrowful Prince is the only one that hasn't acted at this point. Mm,
Okay,
okay.
actually, despite everything I'm saying, I'm actually prepared yung yung ano ko, yung
So
magical paintbrush. Just in case things go really
yes.
sad.
Okay.
You had your giant brush on you.
Not a giant brush. It's like 2 feet, 3 feet. Yeah, okay, fine. Something like that.
Okay. So
no one's gonna think of it as a
seeing
weapon. So you know.
seeing how as everything has started to turn sideways in his plan, with their plan, um Prince realizes that he will have to take drastic action if he's going to have to stop the artifact from getting away.
Oh
Considering the
no!
artifact is right now. So he then uh, begins to cast. Yeah, he's also a sorcerer. Um,
Oh darn!
Are
Oh
so they had
darn!
Go,
like
John.
two sorcerers.
Oh
okay,
darn!
3 successes, not bad. Okay, so when he casts, Sun Sun and Balmong catch sight of him as there's this eerie chill and a wave of magic that comes away from the Sorrowful Prince. It's like a dome that like quickly passes through everything, and for like a split second, everything becomes black and white
Oh no!
as it passes there. And you see that his own case mark that looks like it resembles the case mark of an eclipse case solar, but in his case, it's black and bleeding on his forehead. Um, as he releases the spell, you feel the earth underneath you start shaking as the ballroom floor cracks open,
Oh, dang.
revealing a chasm underneath, and light comes pouring out, and intense heat as magma starts bubbling up.
I'm like, darn it. Why these
Lakas.
guys
They're
make
so
it so
strong.
difficult? They make it so hard to have a good party.
Yeah, you're trying to balance
Because
your hors d'oeuvres as the rest
just,
of the guests start screaming and running at this point.
just put them
Nakagano pa rin.
Um,
Fall and Branch nakagano pa din eh.
the
put them in ang paggabi. You
So I think the
order.
best thing to look at this is that if you guys imagine the ballroom to be a circular floor,
Yeah,
it's
tapos
broken up into pieces already and they're floating apart in magma. So you guys are
Ugh.
occupying independent floating portions as a kraken made of
Darn
lava
it.
comes up.
seriously.
Kraken of lava.
Yeah, so imagine a squid-like creature with skin of cracked and weeping
Squid Game.
magma. So comes out of nowhere. So yes, magma kraken go.
Ew.
And yeah, at
But this
this
is
point,
just inside the dining area.
Yes.
yeah, it's
Yes.
taking
It's a
over the
large.
room.
So
It's
Gio's
fairly
not
large.
there.
Not yet.
Yeah, Neo's not there. He's shining like anything. It's like, oh no. And then you feel the earth shaking and you see the kraken burst out from the top of the dome covering the party area. And you're like, oh, I guess you're not the most attention grabbing thing in the place anymore.
Maybe they won't notice.
Maybe they won't notice.
They'll think the light is just coming from the mag.
Yeah. Yeah. And at this point, let's go with, so has everybody acted? No. Branch.
Fine. It's like
You have an action at this point.
it's
Drop
like
the food.
they're forcing me to act. No, I just want to here, have a party, get some good reading. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Who started this party anyway? But anyway,
I'm just
okay. So
trying.
the most problematic person here is the spellcaster. Okay. What's his name again? Si
Si
The
Prince.
Sorrowful
Prince.
Prince. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Sorrowful Prince. Okay, so where is he in relation to where I'm located? That
In relation to where you are located,
yeah,
that would be you by the wall where Aka was once implanted.
yes.
Between you and the magma kraken is Alat fighting Ash, the magma
Okay.
kraken. Beyond that is Balmong and the princess,
Is there a
and
way
the sorrowful
for me
prince.
to
Am I
is there
not
a way for me to traverse?
isn't aren't I with the king as well?
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
are, yes. So
So
you're with the
yung magkasama sa isang floating
floating platform. Yes.
yes, platform kami tatlo, right?
Yes. Yep.
So
Fine.
I'm
So you better
between
keep them alive.
I'm between Prince and the Kraken. That's so bad.
Pretty much.
It is kind of bad. It is kind of bad. Well, okay, I'm gonna try to be of assistance here now. Sige nga. Mukhang
Parkour.
everyone is going ham
Grabe,
anyway.
parang John is like dragging his feet to like
Yeah, he,
help
Just
This
wanted to party.
fine. Even though we plan to actually, stop
no,
these guys.
no.
Uh,
That was your plan. I wanted to just very subtly get out of here without any fuss, but no. Magma Kraken, terrible. Anyway, so okay, so I'm like, okay, so sorry. See Aka's there. I'm like, okay, here,
Yes.
take all
Aka
the
is up.
hors d'oeuvres, take all the hors
Can't eat
d'oeuvres.
it, man.
Eat it
How
later. And
insensitive.
that's yung huge serving plate. I guess ano ba? I used the huge serving plate and I kind of just toss it in the air using my now functional paintbrush. I uh I craft a glyph and then when the plate comes flipping down, sakto ko i-ano,
Mhm.
i-strike plate.
Okay.
and it's target basically Prince. And
Okay.
ang basically ang sinulat ko is silence.
Okay. Okay.
So that's my attack.
Okay. Go ahead.
Roll for it.
So go ahead and make a
Okay.
roll for it.
Violent.
That's yeah, special dice. Dice.
Uh,
Dice.
for that, do I stunt that? That is that a stunt? Let's see. I will use martial arts. It's an overwhelming martial arts. 4 dice times 2, so that's 8. Tama ba? Hello.
So you go ahead and do.
Okay, so I'll roll my 8.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see.
Sige.
Let's see. Let's see.
Yeah.
Roll 8d6.
86. Yeah.
86.
Nice.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice.
No
That-
bad, no bad.
it's the legendary John Gaisano RNG.
Grabe, oh, hindi naman.
Lagi
You
na
had,
lang, ano?
you had a really good roll.
Prince. Horrible. Okay, 2.
3.
Okay, 2
Wow.
lang.
2 versus
That's
6.
So 2
horrible.
over. 2 over. Not too horrible. So you send the plate smashing over to the prince. You know, amazingly, you fling it. The camera follows the plate as it whirls, like right underneath a swing from Alat,
Yeah, I
between
know.
tentacles before it smashes.
Freeze me.
Yeah, like behind the prince's head, sending him staggering forward. Considering that you made the shot from like right across a very crowded ballroom with a magma kraken on it. Okay, good job.
Alright. Can I
Uh,
move though? I know that's my attack, but gusto kung kaya pa maggalaw lang ako.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So I wanna make my way basically make my way over to Sila John.
Okay. Okay,
Okay.
so you're trying to make your way over to Balmo. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, so you're gonna have to make a couple of athletics rolls for that one. But we'll roll that on your next turn.
No problem.
Okay. So we go back to pizza. At this
Okay.
point, Papa John is running, you know, running as fast as he can, along with the rest of your crew, outside of the ballroom. Considering there is now a magma kraken. Not this way, boss. He says he don't want to go back.
Yeah. So I look, I look towards it. Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
You're glowing.
No, you're not. You're hallucinating from the wound.
He's glowing. He looks at the rest of your people.
It's magma. It's magma.
It's the magma. I think.
He's just like, just do what the boss says.
Anyway, I guess they're all in that room now, so I guess I go in to help. So yeah, so there's something important in there. I have to deal with. Only I can do it. You guys will have to leave. I also whisper. Still try to find that line. Wherever it is.
Okay. Okay. So they run, taking uh full use
So
of
like
the fact that the
yes,
guards are mobilizing to try and like
right.
help
The
fight the
confusion.
Kraken.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. So later on when it comes to your cafe, it will probably be full of like furniture that used to belong to the clan. So yeah, so you head inside and you see, yeah, pretty much, that meme of the dude coming in with the pizza and everything is on fire. Yeah, something like
Literally.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a magma kraken and everything, and you come in, you're just in the right space. So when you come in, what do you call this? Branch is right next to you,
Oh,
Okay.
hello.
and Aka
Hey,
is
what's up?
there. So it's so
Then are they
Hello.
surprised that I'm glowing?
I'm like, you're glowing.
Oh, thank you. It's all the vegetable. Wrong kind of glowing. Anyway, let's see. So I asked him to like, what happened? I left here like a few moments ago, and now it's all went to heck. What did you guys do?
I ran in.
I just point at her, and I point at Ash fighting the bull, and I point at Prince, and then he called this thing up, and
Yes.
well,
Hmm. Okay. Uh, I mean,
okay.
okay. Nothing. I can't really. It's just too much right now.
It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to take
I'm
in.
trying to think. I'm trying to think where I can be most. I don't want to get in the middle of that other with the bull and
No,
Yeah.
and I feel maybe I should probably help with the huge magma kraken in the middle of the room.
it is a spell. You might
I'm
have something to mitigate it, I
I've
guess.
used up a lot of energy. You don't know what just yeah,
Happened outside.
I've used a lot of my energy. I don't have much in me.
So I'm like, that explains this.
Hmm.
Well, okay. So the shortcut is we need to knock out the guy who cast this spell
Yeah.
over there.
I can still use my staff anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that'll
still what I can try to do is instead of taking up water to make I can use the magma in the room.
Yeah.
So parang I
yes.
kind of use it like and I kind of whip it towards um I whip it parang I spin around and kind of whip it towards uh yeah whip it towards sorrowful prince.
Okay.
Kind of like so it's kind of like I'm creating a flow of magma and
Right.
basically directing it towards like
Okay.
I'm making
Yeah.
like a tidal wave of
Mhm.
magma.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah. Go ahead and make your which one would that
Roll.
be? Martial arts.
I guess, but I don't really have any, so that's just gonna be a normal 3d6.
You can also do melee. What are your
My melee is just perfect melee.
okay? So
That'll do.
yeah,
I guess I
that'll
could
do.
do that. Yeah, I'll do
Yeah.
that. I'll use
Yeah.
my last remaining
Mode.
mode.
Okay. You actually get a mode back because you stunned because you
Awesome.
declared a
Yep.
stun.
Alright, so
So you get that
okay,
one
I'm
mode
back
back at
to 4.
least.
I am back to 4. I
Okay.
use that perfect, so I don't even have to roll that, right?
You don't.
Hmm.
So, he comes in, like, what happened here? Oh, stuff. Points at Kraken, points at the prince. And you spin the staff that you have, and a tendril of magma follows your guidance, and you send it darting towards the sorrowful prince. He's already been hit by a plate, so now he's getting hit by magma. So there seems to be a measure of escalation going on in terms of harm
Mm,
uh, heading his
Maybe
way.
I feel like he escalated it even more than we did.
That's true, considering that there is a magma kraken going on.
like,
Yeah, and yeah, you hit him. He does not have perfect defenses, sadly, so he doesn't get to block against that. You harm him. He is hell bent though on his objective, which is dangling around the princess's neck. So
He's, I get it. Ah,
mm, Soka.
So,
So this.
ay,
Yare yare.
mm,
yari
Yeah.
yari Daze.
Yare
Wala pa
yare.
pala si Daze next season. Next season.
Oh
Anyway.
wait, I'm there na. I'm in the Jotaro arc.
Good. Two more arcs, then you get to the yari yari Daze. Yari yari Sawa pala. Anyway.
anyway,
So moving on. So the magma splash uh burns, the back of his shoulder, not far away from, like, the goose egg where
uh-huh.
the plate smacked him upside the head. He's pretty pissed at this point. And
Is he
Long. He
distracted
says
by it?
he's No, he's not really distracted by it. He's hell-bent on getting the amulet.
I thought so. Let's, wala lang, baka, how dare you, na ganun, na-distract for a moment.
Mm-mm.
Kala ko ganun.
So, okay. This time it is Magma Kraken's turn.
Oh gosh. parang ako kanina pa ako naghihintay. Why is it everybody's turn?
Oh wait, sorry, that's your turn pala. That's right. So you're on that side.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So you have two valuable VIPs behind you. You're up against a Death Knight and his Magma Kraken, and all your teammates are on the other side. So what
Oh,
are you gonna do?
we're
Yeah,
getting
helping
Because
out from where I can.
it's
True,
pointless for me kasi to attack the Magma Kraken kasi, well. So, what I do, I activate my martial arts.
Right.
Uh, so that's martial arts, melee, thrown, and athletics. So yun yung ano ko for ano.
Okay.
And then what I do is I unbundle one of my bandages sa isang kamay ko.
Mm-hmm.
I pull out my scroll. Tapos tinali ko yung one part of the bandage on the scroll.
Okay.
And then with the force of I throw it like what do you call this? Pa pa
wrecking ball.
pa pa, pa curve yung scroll towards
May
towards
pectus.
Oo.
Pectus. Yung
May
literal
pectus.
pectus.
Para pag
That's the way
ganon,
to describe it.
towards towards Prince as
Okay.
hard as I can. So yun.
Okay. So he will attempt to dodge that. So go ahead and make a roll.
Sige. Do
There's a
I
martial
get
arts plus your 3 dice for the martial arts. You have
okay?
side rail martial arts, right? Yeah. So you
Yes.
should get three additional dice for that one.
So 8. Yay, buti nag-upgrade ako. 8d6. 8d6. Let's see. 2,
Wow, okay.
4, 5.
5. Okay.
Wow.
Rolling to dodge.
Really?
At least finally an attack he is aware of. Uh,
5 now.
as opposed to these pot shots being like from behind.
Sneak shots, ano.
Yeah, he was not looking at you guys eh.
Puro pot shots. He's already taken some damage. Just minus dice.
Wow.
Okay, 4.
4. Yay. May 1 over.
So you have 1 over. Your weapon damage is 2 plus 2 extra successes, so that's 3 damage. He's already taken 3 damage prior, so he's actually pretty injured as you smack him with the scroll.
Yay.
He took
Okay.
damage from the lava and the tray, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
he did.
Did he
Yeah.
take the same amount of damage on
Which one?
each? I'm just curious lang. From the tray and the magma, wondering if it gave him the same amount of damage.
Total nga 6.
No naman. The magma actually dealt no, those are halos the same because the number of
Okay.
successes is lang. Okay. So
Now the magma Kraken.
Magma Kraken's
Now-
Oh
turn.
no.
Oh no. By the way, pag ganun ko, diba? I pull back the scroll.
Yeah, I assume you're using it kind of like a scroll yo-yo thing.
Yeah.
Then it comes back to you. Okay.
So it's like a
So-
scroll frisbee.
Yeah, so the Magma Kraken essentially attacks all of you at the same time.
Nakakainis.
I
It's
fear.
essentially an area of effect thing.
Oh no.
As it basically thrashes about. So it rolls 86. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 successes.
Oh no.
Wow, 9 successes.
I would recommend using any charms you have to get away. I'm okay with
I'm
using stunts
dead.
to bound your way out of there, using athletics. I don't know.
Have a super
Wait.
Now I don't have
Um,
Ooh, I
supernatural.
sorry.
have
Bell-
overwhelming survival.
You have overwhelming survival. Go ahead and roll overwhelming survival.
Okay.
I will let you use that in lieu of a dodge. Anybody else have clever
Sir, I'm about
ideas?
to die.
Sige,
I was
sige.
going. I was gonna try. No, it doesn't work. I
Oh
was gonna say.
no.
I was
Okay.
gonna try seeing if I could use my
Wait.
parang
Well,
last move.
if you're rolling overwhelming, you double the number of dice. So you roll
Oh,
eight
I'm
d6.
sorry. Sorry.
I have a question.
Yes.
I don't know if it will work, but can I unscroll my scroll and throw it around
Okay.
the
As a
around the
shield.
magma as a shield to at least kasi to stop
Yeah.
the force para ang
Right.
yun yung mangyayari.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
May
I,
the
I,
force
I sort
be
of
with
guess what
you.
you're trying to do.
yung parang
Wait,
ihahagis ko yun.
I have supernatural craft, and can I like make something out of like the trays?
Kala ko
I don't
yung
know,
food na binigay ni John.
like for a shield. I don't know. I don't know,
Okay.
like
Sure.
something
Go
like that.
ahead.
Do I
So
double it? Tama ba? Do I double the die?
overwhelming, yes. You double it if overwhelming.
Or supernatural?
Supernatural allows you to build something without the tools necessary.
It's
So you can
it's
weld
just
without
normal
having
roll.
Oh,
It's
okay.
normal roll. You don't get anything.
Normal.
You're just allowed to do whatever you say.
Yeah, so you disregard one aspect of it. In this case, you can weld them together without the use of any tools.
You're basically
Or
that
you
girl
can
from My Hero
or
Academia.
yeah, or you can build it without
Mm.
needing the necessary time to do it.
Hi.
So okay.
Gonna
Uh
roll then
okay.
8
And I
d.
give like shields to everyone to just
Okay.
like help them.
I feel
What
like
do I
that's
have?
another
I only
thing.
have 2 successes out of the
Hmm.
8 dice. But Ninay also has 4. Ah,
Okay.
I, I wanted
anybody
to try
else?
something
Kulang pa
then, but
tayo.
Nina is
9
still
eh.
gonna rolling.
Nag-roll na si
Wait,
Nina
Ninay.
is still rolling pa, right?
Nag-roll na si
I
Ninay.
I rolled na.
Okay.
She
So
got 4. I
I
got
want to
only
do
2 eh.
mine then. I want to use the last of my mode to do another sorcery.
last of your mode. Okay.
No.
Yeah. So
What,
it'll be
what
like
are you doing?
it'll just be for an instant, but that's all I need.
Mhm.
So it'll be this is me crafting. It'll be a 2 power touch range. So I'll be
Okay.
touching the ground as I do this,
Okay.
and it'll be targeting me.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be targeting me spell, but um, it will be an instance. 2 power touch, 1 object, and instant. What I'm doing is as the parang magma comes in, I get down on one knee as I start glowing even
Mhm.
more. Basically you see some charms and parang a spell circle form around me.
Okay.
Basically what happens is I get encased in a dome of earth just for
Okay.
the instance that
Yeah.
the magma falls on top. Parang,
Right.
hmm. So,
Okay. Sounds good.
Ah,
Go ahead and make your roll for it.
hi. So let's see. That's a 2 power twilight.
And then what does branch do?
More
Do I
shields.
just
the,
roll
the,
my twilight or do I add the power?
let him.
Roll Twilight.
Hi. 40.
Okay.
3.
3.
Sorry, you.
Nice.
Okay. Ang sa akin lang is the Kraken is like a corporeal thing, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
And the magma Kraken. I know it's a spell because I do have a call as well. I'm thinking like, what if I just destroy the base of which the spell is on, like the physical base, let it collapse.
Okay. Okay.
So it's on the floor, right?
It burst out from the floor, so it's
So if there's no floor,
yeah, it's
then
it's
the Kraken just
falls.
I mean, we're
okay.
literally on the earth.
Like, we're probably like in a hindi
No,
siya ground floor.
it's ground floor. It erupted off. You guys are not
Oh,
on the second floor.
okay. So
Yeah.
I was thinking I wanted to break the floor kasi
Mm-mm.
would that would that
And
actually do
the floor
something to the
already
Kraken?
broke.
The
Yeah,
first
it's
one is broken.
technically burst out from underneath the floor kasi. So that's why you guys are currently floating in like broken pieces of ballroom floor.
Okay, okay. Sige, sige. Um, Simple action. Like, is there something on the ceiling? Can I just jump there? And then,
There are yeah, the ceiling is semi broken, but you can jump onto it.
yep. Basically, I just use my brush and kind
Mhm.
of just leap up to the ceiling and just kind of stab and hang there as I
Okay,
dodge the stuff from.
sure. Yeah, go ahead. That'll be a standard. Either athletics or a dodge, whichever one. Um, whichever
Gusto
one
ko,
you prefer
Uh,
to roll.
Martial arts na lang.
Okay.
Okay. 4d6. Since this is part of my martial arts, do I add anything?
Yeah, 2 dice.
Okay. So 66. Oh, I forgot to add that kanina. Oh well. Never mind.
I have a
Two
question
successes.
pala. Yung, sorry,
Mm,
Nilay, Sun Sun's shield kanina, was that meant
yes,
for everybody?
Yeah. Dun, dun,
partially. Yeah.
Okay.
dun.
So
Ah, sorry.
process
So,
shields to everyone.
so that means, kasi my shield is also meant for everybody, does that mean nag-add up yung ano namin?
No, not considering that you're on opposite sides of the kraken.
Okay.
So it's per zone.
Per zone, essentially. The kraken is big enough to cut the place into two distinct
Mm,
zones. There's before kraken and after kraken.
medyo delikado kami kasi I have the two VIPs eh. I can only
Yes.
defend.
So your shield is protecting them at least.
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
Meanwhile,
That is
Tsumtsum's
fine.
shield is protecting the others to an extent.
Okay.
Okay, so just to quickly recap what happened. So the kraken goes into a frenzy. Its various tentacles start lashing about and start tearing up furniture, setting fire to certain people, and you
Ouch.
know, um, and Aka, yeah, activates her supernatural survival, which in exalted terms means that you can literally survive contact with magma. So that's something. So
Bum rush the
she
ano. Bum rush
she
the prince.
she vaults over some of the tentacles, taking no damage. It's the whole if I move fast enough, I won't get burned. Thing that kids tend to have.
Rush the
Yeah.
prince. Rush the prince.
So actually, I will give you that opportunity. Do you want to flip over to the other side of the kraken?
Rush the
Yes.
Because
prince. Rush the
I'll let you,
prince.
You
yeah, I'll
can
let
use
you.
my
Uh,
shield as a slide.
yeah, you can
Anyway.
skate. You can surf. You can surf the magma kraken with the shield.
Ooh, that's
I
cool.
Mm.
Yeah, let's do it.
Is that shield red and
That's
white? Red and
Does it have a
yellow.
star in the middle?
okay. So Aka jumps onto one of the tentacles, starts running alongside it, and Tsun Tsun grabs one of the tray shields that she built, throws it like a frisbee underneath Aka's feet, and she begins to surf down the kraken to the other side over towards the prince. I hope you have
that,
something in mind, by the way, once you get there. 'Cause as
He
cool
just
as this
surfs it
is,
for night.
Knock the prince.
Sobrang
Knock the
epic,
prince.
sobrang
surf the.
Actually, I wanna
Alam mo,
head but the
Headbutt talaga.
your only weapon is the
Oh.
helmet. Oh no.
Yeah,
Okay,
she has the helmet.
go ahead, make
Doesn't
a
she
roll
have a
then.
way
Yeah,
to
I
actually summon
mean,
weapons?
he did it first
Does,
ish with
doesn't
the
she have like
wall.
supernatural crafting? Or remember?
I don't know what she
I
has, but
have overwhelming craft. I
overwhelming
have
craft.
supernatural athletics.
Grabe
I
yung
Okay,
have
athletics.
I'll.
multiple martial arts.
I
Okay.
thought you had.
Yeah. Go ahead and do a martial arts roll, because if you're gonna headbutt the prince,
yeah, go.
Okay.
It's a very sound scene.
so you run up the
Very.
tentacle, surf
It's very
on it
you.
with a shield, and
Come
then
on, give me good
headbutt the
rolls.
prince. This had better be a good roll.
Whoa!
Oh wow. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my gosh.
The
Very good.
Dice Lords.
The Dice Lords, I swear, they knew that this was they knew this was the finale. They knew. Um,
So all the epic stunts shall be granted.
how do we
From being
dodge?
unconscious to oh, let's
Let's do this.
a child is about to save y'all.
Okay, he tries to dodge and misses by one success. Good job on your roll.
Oh yeah, you're right.
By just one success. Okay. Um,
Oh
he's
man.
taken 6 points of damage. Oh, that's so
He's
sad. Okay.
7 points. Headbutt. How many points of damage you gonna headbutt?
What's with your body?
Technically, it's one extra success plus one point because of the
I
weapon.
mean,
It counts as a light weapon. It's not really meant for that, but at the same time, there's you have to take into consideration the velocity of going down a magma crater. So
yung mga
and
fumes ng
you have to take
Kraken.
into account how hard-headed she can break
yes.
concrete with it.
Okay, so Aka skates down and goes heads up before jumping towards the prince. The mask opening at the last moment so he can see his own expression before it smashes into his handsome face, breaking his nose um, as she hits him head first.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, he's taken. Yeah, I don't know what it is about head shots today, but it's apparently an excellent way to knock out opponents.
It is.
He staggers. He's unconscious even before he falls over. His eyes go rolling up over, into his skull as he staggers backwards and falls into a pool of magma.
Ooh, that's
Nasty.
Sheesh.
Hot
And yeah,
magma.
he starts burning at that. Um, as he dies, the spell fades
All
and the magma kraken disappears.
In the ground.
Oh my
And the
wait.
ground is broken, but the magma is gone. It's
Gone.
cooling, but it's largely gone. Wala na yung angry red glow. It's just cooling and steaming, and in a the place smells of sulfur um at all of this. And by the time you guys realize it, you see that both Ash and
Alat.
Alat have already disappeared as they've taken the fight out into the streets.
Grabe.
Ash and the Alat?
and
The Southern God of War.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I was just about to ask about them. He's the only one left
Yep.
that we have. Yes.
that we know of.
Yeah.
This means technically that in terms of body count, Pizza has one Death Knight. Aka has two Death Knights.
Grabe.
child.
Go.
Well,
That
to be
child.
fair,
That's like
to
not
be
the last.
with an assist from me
With an assist,
and
yes.
me
Ah,
and si
Tung
Fallen
Tung.
Brand.
Fallen Branch. And
Fallen
me.
Branch.
And me
Yes,
too.
this.
See,
Oh, maganda.
It
It's
was
actually very
team
good to
effort
hear.
yung isa.
Mm-mm.
team effort.
Can't just leave it. You can't just say it's all.
Yeah,
Aka.
you can say it's a teamwork using Aka as a projectile, but it works.
Yes.
But yeah, so yeah, you with that, and a lot, and Ash rampaging through the streets, the immediate um
Threat.
problem becomes that there's no
The
immediate
city.
threat already.
Yeah.
I'm ending combat here. So you guys are injured. There's a whole bunch of injured people. The princess and
The king.
the Tricon are
Trican.
alive. They're okay. The
This is
Tricon protected his daughter from taking damage, but he did suffer a couple of burns from the magma. Um, but otherwise, uh, things are uh,
Settling
Pretty
down.
good, all things considered. Yes.
This is not good
Um,
for me.
sort of. In your case, you gotta hightail it out of there.
You have to get out of there.
They're gonna just see it's nighttime, isn't it? So like, as if
Why
I
is
the
there a
moment I go out,
glow?
it's even gonna be glowing even more.
Yeah,
I'm
You
you're,
gonna
have
you're
be
to
more
gonna.
disappear.
noticeable.
Yeah. Mm-mm. So
It's
it's
like I know of a very isolated library room which you could stay in for a while.
until this fades, I guess.
I
Kasi
call
you,
Maybe
over.
I guess.
I call
This
ano.
does go away
I call
as if
sorry,
I don't
Chun.
know.
what was
I
by the
say
way?
I know the way, even though you've never actually shown me the.
Since you've used up almost all your modes,
And I've
what
used
does
it all up.
your yeah, what does your character's anima banner look like again? On the
It's a
speed
bear.
says ano?
It says it's a bear. Let
The
me think.
bear.
Bear
Ah,
claw.
okay.
Like it's up to you whether it's the actual bear claw or the.
Uh, anyway, for
Yeah,
me,
probably not the pastry.
Or the flop, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
let's not go with the pastry.
I call
So
ano. I call Chun over so that she can check on the injuries of the Tricon.
Ah, yes.
It's a good
Tricon,
idea.
And
are you okay? She's she's a great healer.
right, we're using
Wow, wow.
holy holy medicine. Okay, so yeah, fast forwarding through a couple of things. Basically, they do thank you for stopping the Death Knights. Um,
Mhm.
the fact that the Death Knights uh, went and basically escalated this into a fight was something that they had hoped wouldn't happen. But then again, um, I guess my question is: do you guys explain the nature of the princess's amulet, or no?
It's a good
I think
question.
I mean, the one who was speaking to her was
Balmong?
Balmong, so you be
yeah.
don't explain it.
That the question is if do we explain it? That's the question.
Yes. Do you want to
Kasi
explain it?
the point is, as far as they are concerned, these Death Knights were after the princess. They're
Mm-hmm.
not aware that they are after the amulet. So the question now is, do we tell them so that we can secure the amulet, or do we keep it a secret and go on with the charade because we know that the other Death Knight is still out there fighting a lot, or whatever
Mm-hmm.
happens to them. So we don't know what actually happens to them, right?
I say we
So
just tell, but yeah, I say we tell her. Say I
Uh,
feel,
you mean the princess?
yeah, tell her the princess.
If she's a nice person, which she seems to be, we can say that with her, we can help make your city a safer place. Something like that. Simple.
We tell her about the information about if
the amulet, the
the,
question nga yung amulet, do we tell her
just the
about the
amulet lang.
do we tell her about the amulet, or do we just say with her? Because that's different eh. With her you can make we can make the city safe. That's different from saying your amulet is the key to making the city safe. That's different eh.
Mm-hmm. Yep, yep.
Ah, sige.
That's the
tell
Ikaw,
her
question
what do
I'm
you
I
think?
asking.
love.
As the political person, I think, what kind of person is the Trican?
Mm, what do you mean? He seems okay.
Personality.
I mean, in terms of he in terms of how he rules the city, it's fairly open. While he is officially a servant of the Scarlet Empress, he does allow various people to operate, and that seems to include Solars. 'Cause it doesn't seem to react too badly to the fact that pizza is glowing like that. He knows that
Ah,
pizza is a citizen of his city who runs
Yeah,
a respectable business in one of his districts. She's not about to turn pizza in for that.
That's good.
Mm.
That's good to hear.
So I think the better
You
person to
pay
talk.
taxes.
I
Um,
think I think we should talk to then the Tricon, not necessarily the princess, but of course we'll talk to the princess too. But I
Yeah.
think
All right.
in terms of keeping the Tricon abreast on what's really going on is better. And then with the
Okay.
princess, we have to have a different approach. I think.
Sure. 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 I'm good with
Um.
that.
Yeah.
A more heroic approach.
Yeah.
With the
So.
Tricon, we can do the whole. You know what? Ano ba yan? Parang negotiation style. We
Uh.
can help reclaim this place. I think Geo's character would like this. We will
Yes.
need this. In return, I don't know how to phrase it, but parang in return, we would like to be your allies. Parang ganun.
mhm.
So we'll do the
Um.
work,
Yeah. And
just like
siguro ano nga, sabihin natin na ano that I'm okay telling the Tricon that the amulet is actually the key to all of this, and we would like to protect it from people like the Death Knights that had ravaged this ballroom.
Mhm.
Um, and once and we can reclaim the land that once lost, the Shadowlands. Uh,
mm-hmm.
Okay.
with the amulet of the princess.
Okay.
Yep. It's a very
So
Okay.
practical thing.
yes.
Yeah. So the Trican considers your suggestion, uh, your proposal. He he agrees to take you in as allies. So technically, you guys are sanctioned to operate in Chiaroscuro, regardless of the fact that you guys might be solar. So at least you don't have to hide that fact
At
from his
least
soldiers.
from his soldiers, okay.
Yeah. But obviously, the other dragon blooded might not take too well to you.
We
Um,
understand.
you have to push through with your marriage to the princess, however, because you did
Yeah,
propose.
Yeah, no
I
Um,
problem.
and they and in doing so, you do get the amulet.
okay.
So there's
So
that.
it's really a political
Uh,
alliance din talaga. Yeah.
yep. And ultimately, what else? Um, yeah. So yeah, you guys become sanctioned as like the official, unofficial solar circle that works with the Trican or to keep Charles Square safe.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to acquire the remaining pieces of the artifact from what do you call this? The belongings of the
The
sorrowful
pre-
prince,
mm.
Mm-hmm.
as well as Lucy. So apparently they were bearing the other pieces of the
And
artifact.
they were carrying it with them.
Yep. It's not like they
So
can leave it at Geo's place. So
so tama ba that two of the ano are with us dun sa museum, and
yep.
then two more with Sorrowful Prince and Lucy, and
Yes.
then
The amulet.
the amulet. So that makes five. That's
Yes.
all the pieces.
Yes. So that's all the pieces.
When our powers combine.
We can now begin the reclamation of the lost district.
Hmm. So yeah, with that, you guys bind together the
Nawala ka, Jay. Ay, sorry.
yeah, sorry. So with that, you guys bind together the staff, and in doing so, you activate the one artifact that actually can reclaim the Shadowlands from uh, what do you call this? From Chiaroscuro, which is a in itself, it's already miraculous in the eyes of many of the citizens of Chiaroscuro. Um, it's just a question of like who is actually going to be doing the whole reclamation thing. Are you guys nominating one of your numbers to be it? Because it's better than having you guys just passing it back and forth.
I think Geo's character is most interested in this, right?
Most interested in reclaiming this.
Yes, he's the political dude.
Okay.
He- ako naman, I'm just most interested into, what do you call this? Keeping the stuff. But
Okay.
actually, using the Shadowlands to reclaim the Shadowlands, I think that's the one I nominated with.
Sure.
Pero you'll be using the actual stuff.
Parang hindi. Meaning to say, I'll be the holder of the staff afterwards.
Right, right.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. So reclaiming the Shadowlands is an act that will definitely draw a lot of attention. So Cherasgura is going to be the center of a lot of attention in the south, including that of the Dragon Blooded, as well as the side rails. Considering you guys are essentially performing a miracle that hasn't been seen since the first age.
Oh
So
god.
essentially, things just escalated. Somewhere in heaven, there's a dignitary running around going, uh, you guys might want to know about this. And then hands over an armload of reports. The various shadowlands around Churrascura have closed, and it seems to be the doing of these five.
These five.
No, I was trying to be undercover. Anyway, not
I
that I
was
know.
hoping to also keep my identity on the
Yeah,
down low.
thankfully, your identity on the down low is fine. It's just that the dignitaries in heaven tend to have this gigantic machine called the Loom of Fate.
Right.
They use it to keep track of people. And while they don't act directly on things most of the time, you do get the occasional instance like Balmung's mentor, who is a Sidereal who trained him. So
Ew.
there is that. You get the occasional dabbler gets in the way. But yeah,
That's cool.
so that technically ends this session. Congratulations on stopping
Yay.
uh,
Mm.
the Death Knights. You've
Whew.
foiled the plans of a Death Lord that sends these guys. So on the next campaign, on the next season, you can expect things to escalate a little bit.
All right.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
siguro
So
for now, we'll end this session or the live stream. So thank
mhm.
you guys for joining us for this season finale of Exalt Season 1 with Level Up.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
And so
Good job,
Yeah.
guys.
we'll cut this now
We
because
are
we don't want to give you spoilers for Season 2. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining
Hey,
us tonight.
thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.
Bye bye.
bye. Wow.
Oops. Hoorah.
All right.